my goodness. Hey guys, this is Kathi Lipp with Clutter-free Academy. So good to see you. And I am here with my good friend Matt Troutman with Genius Lounge, and we are going to answer all the tech questions. Like anything that you can think of, we can answer for you. Or if we can't answer it for you in this short amount of time, we will do another broadcast to answer that one.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
We have our amazing Jen as our producer here. Hey, Jen, so good to see you. And we call her the Roz, which you would not understand because you're too young to have watched Frasier.
I've watched Frasier.
Okay, do you know
Frasier? I can't say that. I watched Cheers.
Oh my God! Oh, old school. Okay. Now, I did have one person who was concerned that I was entertaining men at my house alone.
No, absolutely not.
We've got Roger here, so he's keeping on top of us. Hey, Sherry, see you there. Hey, Katie, from Tucson, Arizona. Crystal, so good to see you. Yes, Sherry, you remember Matt, Sherry. Crystal, we're so glad to see you. If you guys are popping on, just come on and tell us where you're from. We would love to hear it. Plus, if you have tech questions, we want to know. So Matt is with Genius Lounge, and he has a YouTube channel where he goes and he answers all the questions that we're afraid to ask because we feel stupid. Hey, Sarah, so good to see you. And okay, here's the thing I love about you, Matt. Okay, so Matt is like my daughter. Now, Sherry Gregory will remember this time in my life really, really well. Hey, Leonie. Oh, Australia.
Wow.
We are international, dude.
That's awesome.
Amazing. Oh, my goodness. We're so glad we caught you, too. That's amazing. I keep kicking my dog who's under here. Okay, so one of the things I love about Matt is, is it reasonable to say that you are an Apple fan?
That's probably an understatement.
Wait, why is there a pineapple?
Oh, that is a gift for you.
I didn't even notice this, you guys. I have a pineapple in here. Oh, it smells so good.
Yeah, it's
okay.
ready. It's ready to eat. That's
okay.
For sure.
I know that he's doing this for marketing purposes because Genius Lounge has pineapples on it. Does it have anything to do with How I Met Your Mother?
It does not.
Okay.
But pineapples are a symbol of hospitality.
They
and
are.
So that's really what Genius Lounge is all about.
I'm sorry. It wasn't How I Met Your Mother. It was Psych.
Oh, Psych. Okay.
That was Roger. Okay. That is so funny. Well, thank you so much. And it smells so good, you guys. I'm so excited. Okay. So the thing I love about you, you are an Apple
fanboy. It's okay to say fanboy.
It's kind of ridiculous. But like my daughter, who works for Apple, so she is definitely a fangirl, you are not obnoxious about it. Because I have had people, like probably 7 years ago when my computer crashed, somebody said, oh, should have had a Mac. And I'm like, you know what? I've heard a rumor that Macs crash sometimes.
It happens.
It happens. And by the way, a lot of people come to visit me. But they're really going to the Genius Lounge, not Genius Lounge, excuse
Genius
me.
Bar.
Ooh, that was trademark. Because they are getting their Macs repaired. So what I love is that you can love us PC people while still honoring your Apple heritage.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. So we've got Nancy. So good to see you. So glad you're here. So okay, we have a couple of questions, and I know you guys are going to love these because they are clutter-free questions, and our producer Jen is the one who has given me a couple of these from people in Clutter-free Academy. So I'm going to answer the first one because I know this one, and then I've got a question for you, Matt. So the first question that was asked is, what if you are trying to delete? Hey, Sarah's. Oh, we've got two Sarahs who just popped in. Hi, Sarah H. Hi, Sarah No H. Okay, so if you're trying to delete thousands and thousands of emails, but you're scared that you're going to miss one that may be important. You know, somebody left you a bunch of money.
Those Nigerian princes.
Yes, you should always follow those. But, somebody's declared their undying love to you. These things are important. You don't want to miss them. So how do you mass delete without deleting something that's important? So my advice, you may have an idea. So I'll tell you what my idea would be, because I've done this before with not my regular account, because as you can see, 13 emails in there. I'm very, very careful about my own email. But like my Gmail account that I don't use so much, what I would do is I would go through and alphabetize it from the sender. And there are some senders that you can, all their stuff is going to be junk.
Yeah.
I mean, like, how many Wayfair ads do I need to keep? Well, apparently all of them, because that's how I roll. But I can go through and I can delete all of those. And so I just have to pay attention to the ones that are from people I love or maybe institutions that are important to me. Do you have any other ideas?
So one of the things that I love, so I'm a Gmail user.
Yes.
I am fully invested in Google's. So while being an Apple person,
that's interesting.
I absolutely love Google's
universe, huh?
I love their universe. Coming
together in love and harmony. I love that. Yeah, and I'm still using some Microsoft stuff, but we won't talk about that. Go ahead. Okay.
What I would particularly do in that case is I would set up some filters.
Right.
So most, even if you're not on Gmail, most web-based emails have filtering built in.
Yeah.
So you can add some rules so that, say, if you sent me an email, it shows up and it surfaces that at the top so that way I see your emails first, and also they're flagged as important.
I just noticed that today. I've never noticed it before, but there was a little yellow flag next to one of my Gmail thing, and I'm like, oh, I actually don't care about that. So that was interesting. It tried to be intuitive, didn't quite hit the mark, but but I can set it up to say, hey, this person is important.
Absolutely. And and on the flip side of that, a lot of times what I will do is if I try to unsubscribe, the rule is that when you unsubscribe, they're supposed to do it immediately. Sometimes it takes about, they say 7 to 10 days to get through their system.
Yeah.
And usually that's because they've scheduled messages, more messages for you further out. I kind of call them on that and I say, okay, well, you're not really going to remove me from your list, even though you say you are.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do in that situation is if it's a particularly annoying individual or company and I just don't want to get ads from them anymore, what I will do is I will create an email rule to filter them out, and they automatically go to spam.
Okay.
And now there's a difference between spam and trash.
Yes.
When you put something in your spam box, what it does is that tells your email provider this is bad, and that will actually affect their sending reputation.
Yes. Please don't do that to bloggers that you love, even if you don't want to receive their email anymore. Because people have reported me as spam. I'm like, I ain't spam. You signed up for this.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, and in the case of like Kathy, usually there's a very nice, clear unsubscribe link. If that's what you would like to do, that's definitely the preferred way.
Yeah.
Don't throw it in your spam box because that affects the sender's reputation and their ability to send messages in the future to everybody.
Yes.
So they aggregate those, and then that will help Google or Microsoft or all the other places know that that's spam. So that's what I tend to do is if I get a spammy sender a lot, I'll just can them for that point forward.
Right. Because there are people who should die a horrible death for sending too much spam.
I would say so.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you know that the biggest spam producer in the United States just got fined like $26 billion?
I hadn't heard that.
It's a good day, friends. It's a good day. Okay, so, Julie, I'm glad you feel lighter already. Coralie, so good to see you. I didn't know we could make an email rule. I know, Katie, he's so good. And you're going to try the alphabetizing tip. I love that. Okay, so here's my question. And Sherry, I didn't understand your reference to Aaron, so let me know what that was. Okay, so we had another question, and this is so important right now. Of course, we're dealing with GDPR. Yes. Okay. We're losing our minds. So you don't have to know about that. Just, guys, if you want to keep getting emails from people you love, go confirm your email with them because GDPR, it's a big, awful mess for everybody who's blogging and sending email. And if you love me, just double confirm. And if you don't double confirm, I have to stop sending you stuff. And I don't want to lose your friendship. But let's talk about the people that you maybe you've been really nice and you've subscribed to everything. So now you're like, okay, I want to be clutter-free in my email. So I want to do a mass unsubscribe. But there are a couple people I still want to get. You and I have the same thing that we love. Could you explain about all this?
So there's a service called Unroll Me, and it's unroll.me. is the website. So not .com, unroll.me. It's a free service. The really cool part is that what you do is you give it access to your inbox, and it'll go through and it'll say, hey, I found all these subscriptions, and it'll trickle through and it'll say, do you want to unsubscribe from these? And you have the option to unsubscribe. Now, this is really cool for both the senders and the recipients, because what you can do is, instead of receiving, say somebody sends out, okay, my daily Bible verse. Okay, well, I don't want the, it's like, I like my Bible, but maybe not all.
Maybe you like your Bible daily, just maybe not in email
but
form.
maybe you like it weekly.
Yes,
maybe you want the weekly roll up of emails. So that's kind of what the role in Unroll Me is.
Yeah.
You can get a Reader's Digest version of your emails from all these companies, and that way you can go through and say, okay, I've got all these, and those are okay.
Yes.
But maybe I can unsubscribe from these too, because the flip side of it is, marketers, while emails are cheap, they don't want to send them if they're not going to get a result.
Right, exactly. So I do this with like all of my Bed Bath & Beyond. And okay, let me be honest. I put my Bed Bath & Beyond on my phone because I want to make sure I get that. But, when I'm going to look for something, or maybe I have a favorite blogger, but they write 20,000 word posts. I have a friend like that. And I'm like, oh yeah, I read your email. Now I skim it. But it's not all coming to my email box, because that will kill me. Okay, Sarah, thank you for rescuing me from Hotmail. I so appreciate you. And Sherry, yes. Okay, so the podcast that we did today was about how to get your email to 0. And my co-host, Erin, has like 10,000 emails at all times. Wow. Okay. But she's one of the most productive people I know, so that's okay. So guys, I'm so glad that this has been good information for you. Okay, so one of the things that I wanted to have Matt teach me, because, okay, have you ever heard the old phrase, the cobbler's children have no shoes? Have you ever heard that?
I have heard that.
Okay, because the cobbler's so busy making shoes for everybody else. Well, in our house, the cobbler's wife has no shoes. In other words, I got a new phone, and all my pictures are still on this phone. And I have really cute pictures. And so here's the problem. I want to be able to make sure that these automatically go to the cloud or to Dropbox or something like that. So what Matt has done, we'll tell them what you've done.
So I've recorded a series of videos for Clutter-free Academy, and those are available at geniuslounge.com/clutter-free. I'm not going to take those videos live until tomorrow for everyone else who's subscribed. So it's kind of a hidden feature right now, so exclusive to you guys. And I've created some videos on how to, if you're on a Android device, which is a new feature for Genius Lounge. We are just starting to work on doing Android videos.
The other 80%.
The other 80%. That's right. So I don't want to be the 1%.
No, wait, it's okay. geniuslounge.com/clutter-free. Jen, could you make sure you put that up for us? Thank you so much.
No problem.
Okay.
And so there's a playlist there that I've created 4 videos. There will be more in the future. And currently there are videos about getting your photos into the cloud, whether that's with your Apple device or your Android device. Then one of my favorite features is tagging people in photos.
This is so cool, you guys. I know that Facebook could do this. I didn't know that I had the power to do this.
You do.
Okay, so explain that.
So whether you're on iPhone or Android, your phone has the ability to group people together because it looks at the facial structure of who's in the picture.
It's crazy.
And it can say, well, this looks pretty similar to this person, so I'm going to group those together. And when it groups those together, and you have, say, hundreds of pictures, it can become a little creepy. But at the same time, it can also be really accurate in tagging people. So
not just people.
Not just people. So
it tags my dog and my cat.
For Google Photos, it now recognizes pets, which is really cool.
So cool.
Because, I mean, let's be honest. They're a member of your family.
Dude.
They're your fur babies.
Right.
And they deserve to be in your photo albums,
They really do. Okay, so what this does, because what it did for me, at least, it said, hey, I've seen you've tagged this person a few times. And is this Roger? And I was like, oh, that's so cool. Yeah. So it was able to tag Roger. This is so cool, you guys. I love this feature. So you've got 4 videos. So it's at geniuslounge.com/clutter-free. And so you can go and pick the one that applies to your phone.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And then it's going to take you step by step and teach you. You actually do it on a phone so that they can see what you're doing.
What I do is I capture the phone screen of what I'm doing. I capture the touch gestures that I'm making on the screen so that way it's not something that you're lost. And the beauty of having it on YouTube is that you can go back and rewatch it again
1,000 times.
And part of the goal of Genius Lounge is so that you don't have to feel embarrassed about not knowing how to do something. So if you want to watch it 100 times, you're welcome to. If you want to, it's one of those things where I just felt like this was a big gaping hole in the tech support cycle.
Right. Okay. So guys, Matt is now our in-house consultant for all things clutter-free tech. Now, we also have Roger as a backup in case, you decide you want to leave us. But Roger's like, I can't take care of all these women. I just can't. And you guys, by tomorrow, we'll have 5,000 that group. So it's going to be we're a lot of work. So